Midweek Cambridge Super League action brings us to the nation's capital. DC Power FC take on Sporting JAX this evening from Audi Fields. Alongside former collegiate soccer player Jade Barquette, I'm Jack Edwards with you on Peacock this evening. It's week 8 in the Cambridge Super League. As things stand, Sporting JAX just outside that playoff line. DC Power with 6 points through 5 matches can take that match in hand and leap into 5th spot if they pick up all 3 points today here at home. We can flash back to the first meeting of the season between these sides, and on that day it was DC who took all 3 points in the season opener.
Absolutely, they won 3-1 in that opening weekend. Jade Pennick starting the scoring for Sporting JAX, their first goal in team history, and then DC just kept it rolling, scoring 3 goals. Jacksonville just caught a few times in transition, but they tied the most goals in a single match and the first time DC beat any opponent by multiple goals in that match. Since then, though, they've just struggled to get on the score sheet.
Let's quantify that here. They have not won in the 4 matches since they lost last time out against Carolina. Sporting JAX, meanwhile, 2 wins since.
Absolutely, they've just been on the up hand. Sporting JAX has since that game, scoring 12 goals for them. Just big upside on the attacking piece for Sporting JAX.
13 goals on the total season is a joint most in the entire league. Let's look at some individuals. Susanna Fitch missed last match against Carolina, the first time she missed a game for DC Power.
And for the captain of this team, it is massive for her to be back in the lineup. Great attacks come down her side of the pitch, and she sets a great example in her work rate, and people follow her on this team. Great to have her back in the starting lineup.
Fitch, the all-time leader in minutes played in DC history. On the flip side, Sophia Bowman, in her 6th start as a pro, got her first goal as a pro.
She just finds herself in the perfect spot right in the central part of the box, beats her defender, and then powers this one home with her head coach telling us that she is the Energizer Bunny in the midfield for this team, kind of their unsung hero in Sporting JAX and the most hardworking player she's ever coached.
She scored the first goal in a thrilling 3-3 draw last time against Brooklyn. Are more goals in store for us today from Washington, D.C. DC Power take on Sporting JAX for a 2nd time this season. Lineups and kick coming up on the other side of this break on Peacock.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Cambridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Cambridge, great at assists for your savings.
Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
The Cambridge Super League season rolls on. DC Power FC taking on Sporting JAX this Tuesday evening. Alongside Jade Barquette, I'm Jack Edwards with you. We can look at our lineups. First off for DC, the home side. They make 3 changes off the heels of a 2-3 defeat at Carolina. Susanna Fitch returns to the side.
Madison Mernon, my former teammate at UCF, making her first start at center back here for DC Power. She scored her first goal in the last match off of a set piece. Great to have her in the starting lineup.
She scored the equalizer at 2-2. Alyssa Walker scored the winner for Carolina last time out. It's a 4-2-3-1 for Omen Namazi. On the flip side for Sporting JAX, they're unchanged after a 3-3 draw. They scored a 95th minute equalizer to get a point at home last time out.
Sporting JAX having the league leader in assists in Hughes and Puerta, who's the league goal leader as well, on this pitch at the same time. They are a dynamic duo up top for Sporting JAX.
For Stacey Balaam, they've had a strong start to the season. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats in their 6 games to this point in the campaign. They have a joint league leading 13 goals. Stacey Balaam appointed in April ahead of the inaugural season for Sporting JAX. It's been a solid start. They really built well off of that defeat to start the season, and both Balaam as well as Omen Namazi on the flip side for DC, talking to them this week, really emphasizing the defensive side of the game here today.
Absolutely. Both just want to clean up that side of the ball. Tighter touches, tighter tactical moves, and the mindset of how they want to be on the defensive side. But they need, both are looking for clean sheets in this match. It's going to be interesting. Sporting JAX chasing that first clean sheet of the season.
They have not gotten a shutout as of yet in their first 6 matches. Namazi and DC picked one up in a scoreless draw with Lexington in the middle of September, about 1 month ago now. There's an exchange there of the ball from our center official, Alexandra Billetter, as well as Caitlin Parks. It's typical with Sporting JAX. They'll start the match launching the opening kick out of play and begin their press. They'll be in their white kits attacking from right to left. And the all black kits for DC, they'll be attacking from left to right. Action gets underway from the nation's capital. Pressure will begin deep inside the defensive half for DC. They'll be welcoming back in Susanna Fitch in that area, the captain. An important reintroduction to the side. Jade Barquette alongside me, Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth. A throw-in one here. Meg Hughes, the one able to draw a early opportunity from this throw. Phil Potts trying to cut one along there, runs out of play. Out now for a throw-in for DC. So Susanna Fitch, who has this throw-in, mentioned her in the open, was ever present last season, led the team in minutes played, started all 28 matches for the side, started games 1 through 4 this season. They were without her last time, their first defeat of the campaign. Omen Namazi said they really missed her in that right back spot.
Absolutely. When you miss your captain, your leader, your mainstay in the back line, it does take a toll on the team. Very excited for her to be back in the starting lineup, facilitating play on that right-hand side.
It's been very centered on that side of the field in the opening moments of the match. It slid forward, aiming for Gianna Gurley. Led the team in goals last year, leads the team in goals so far here in 2025-26. Ball over the top. One that's going to run out of play for Sporting JAX. Bailey DeSmit, who scored the equalizer in the 95th minute last match, is on the bench here today. An unchanged group, a lot of trust shown by Stacey Balaam onto this team. They win this one high up the field. They slide it into the channel, aiming for Kenton. Abera. There's a quick 1-2. Bagley, Abera back into the midfield. A chance perhaps for DC to get some numbers moving forward. It slid along to the near side with Bedoya. Has Fitch on the overlap. Bedoya gets it out of her feet for a shot. In the end, saved by Parks. First shot on target from DC.
Great build-up by DC, getting out of the pressure that JAX was putting onto them. Fitch was wide open on that right side, waiting for the ball to be fed to her. Just didn't get the look that she wanted on that shot.
All the way back now. Morgan Aquino moves it out to the far side. That was the storyline of match number 1 for both of these teams in the entire Gainbridge Super League season. It was an early goal for Jacksonville, but moments in transition for DC. 3 of them in particular. Gianna Gurley picking up a brace and Jada Bedoya tacking on a third. Both coaches anticipate a slightly different game to that one, as it's worked to Fitch along the near side, slides it forward, aiming for Ibarra, but it's dealt with well by Georgia Brown. Two in DC colors, forcing Hughes backwards. Jones will return it to Caitlin Parks. Parks has alternated in that goalkeeper position with Jamie Gerstenberg so far this season. Gerstenberg started 4 matches, but Parks, who started that first match of the season against DC, gets a third call between the sticks in 2025-26.
Head coach Stacey Balaam telling us that that goalkeeper position isn't for sure either way right now. They're going back and forth on who will start depending on who they think they're going to play and match up well in those games. So a nod to the confidence that she has in both of her goalkeepers.
Play for a throw-in far side of the field, but yeah, Parks has now started back-to-back games. Gerstenberg got a chunk, but they are still looking for tightening things up defensively. It's an overall team effort there, but they have 2 talented goalkeepers playing in the Big Ten. As of last year, Parks 2023 and 24 with Michigan State. Gerstenberg with Indiana for 4 seasons. Have come into big effect for Sporting JAX. It's a touch there from Kenton centrally. It's snuffed out, and Ibarra can slide one along for Gurley. Parks. Pennick goes backwards with that pass. Parks. Phil Potts back to Brown. Parks trying a wide range of passes. That one pushed away, pushed forward. It's touched down in the midfield. A chance for Thea Rett to try and recycle possession here. Looking for a first home win, RDC. Mentioned that one. At the open of the season, they were able to pick up a victory. While Jacksonville on the road have been quite strong. 2 wins from 3.
To pick up points on the road is so important, but for DC, defending your home turf may be even more important.
5 of Ashlyn Puerta's 6 goals this season have been on the road. She puts the press on there. Leads the league in that mark. It's been an incredible start to the campaign for Ashlyn Puerta. Plays in the midfield here today for Sporting JAX. 6 minutes gone in this one. One early shot from Jada Bedoya 2 minutes in the opening moment. Thea Rett. Mernon trying a probing pass over the top, aiming for Fitch. Sealed off well there, and Philpotts will see that one out for a goal kick.
Both of these teams right now feeling each other out, trying to possess the ball, find the spaces in behind that they can attack. Right now, just not getting that final piece of connectivity in the final third.
Fitch making that run. Mentioned Madison Mernon in the lineups. Mernon, who appeared off the bench in all 5 games already this season, gets her first start of this campaign. Had 15 starts in 2024-25 in the inaugural season for DC Power. And scored that goal last match, as you mentioned, Jade. It was a really good header to bring it even in the 49th minute. And rewarded here today with a start in the back line.
Absolutely. She's such an expressive player. You saw it on her face after she scored that goal. So excited to not only put that one in the back of the net for herself, but to contribute to the team, tying up the game in that one. Coach telling us that she plays with such grit, intensity, and aggressiveness. 3 things that he needs in a player who's going to play in his back line.
Murray, pressed here, moves it backwards. Parks. Fitch does well to intervene here. It breaks, slid forward for Jenna Gurley, trying to turn towards goal. A little bit of a looser touch, but it's able to break for Guiu. Katrina Guiu goes backwards to Mernon. Paige Kenton making life difficult. It's along the back line again for DC. Cindy Cummings just trying to spray a pass forward. Georgia Brown able to get ahead to it. Fitch. Kenton able to get a foot in there. Mernon can reset all the way with Morgan Aquino rather. 6 straight starts for the Australian goalkeeper for DC. 22 starts in 2024-25, 5 shutouts in that time. In the midfield, it'll go to the opposing goalkeeper now, Caitlin Parks, who's had a lot of early possession in this one. It's a script that we could have expected the way both coaches were talking for this one. DC, their big focus was knowing that Jacksonville were going to try and recycle possession, move the ball around, and try and limit their space. And that's what we've really seen in these opening 10 minutes or so. Possession really has been limited for Jacksonville along this back line.
Absolutely. For DC, they really wanted to have possession with intention. You can see with the way they're trying to be patient, building the ball up. And like you mentioned, the main part of their emphasis in training this week was defending from top to bottom. You can see the way that they're pressing up top, not giving Jax any space and picking balls up in the midfield. You saw right there, closing that space, not allowing Jax any time to turn or take more than 1 or 2 touches.
DC entering the match in 8th spot in the Gainbridge Super League. 3 draws followed their season opening win at Sporting JAX. They lost their last match against Carolina on the road 3-2. It was a match that perhaps a little bit of luck went against them, had an own goal that they benefited from after some good work in the attack from Deja Torbert, who is unavailable for this one, a slight injury issue for her. Was unable to build on 3 consecutive starts since joining in September for Deja Torbert. It was a doubtful issue for this one. It was touch and go, so they'll hope that she's available for their next match against Spokane, which will be at home as well, coming up on the 19th. Puerta has her pass blocked out there, but the second ball stays with Jacksonville. Philpotts. Space for her to roam into. Caught in between 2 minds there, but does very well on the second try to keep it alive. It's moved along to Hughes. Hughes into the box. Well claimed there by Aquino. And quickly tries to launch play in with Abera. Abera. To end stuff, and Hughes, who had put that cross into the box, wins a loose ball. Philpotts has it now.
The work rate from Philpotts and Hughes in this first 11 minutes has been spectacular for Jacksonville. They're getting up and down this left flank, using one another to combine, but also on the defensive side, Hughes coming back in support of the 3-back that Jax is playing with.
Lifted forward, it's pushed out of play. Throw in the result here for Sporting JAX. Hughes throws it in. A challenge from behind. Kenton lost out there. It's cleared forward, drops for Jones in the midfield. Returned by Bowman to Jones. Stepped into the midfield, trying to turn, unable to do so is Kenton. Whistle goes right at halfway. It's a foul committed by Sporting JAX. DC have a free kick here. Paige Kenton, the one whistled for that. Kenton, 7 straight starts. Came off a good 2024 campaign at the University of Delaware. Cummings restarts play with the free kick. Cummings has come into the side and been a vocal leader, according to Omid Namazi. Spent 24-25 with Spokane. Made 21 appearances, had 3 goals, has come in and playing in that heart of the defense. Part of that leadership group alongside Susanna Fitch, players that have a lot of responsibility and helping the side continue to enhance itself.
And you need a mix of both vocal leadership and do by example. When you have both of those on a roster, it really creates that culture of someone that you look up to on the pitch with how they play, how they practice, how they carry themselves, and then a vocal leader who holds you accountable.
Cummings trying to just drop one over the top. It's back to Parks. Does well to bring that pass in under pressure, move it out to the far side of the field. Lester forward. That's going to be a foul going against Kenton and going the way of DC.
Take another look at the foul here. Ball played by Hughes just up the line a little bit. Kenton trying to win the battle. Just gets a little mix up on the feet there. Didn't think anything was malicious on that one at all.
Barra lays one back off here. Viaret. Viaret trying to probe one forward. Ibarra gets ahead to it and potentially a bit opportunistic here in the attack. Good defensive work though as Jada Bedoya was trying to get in on the back line. It's pushed away by the Sporting JAX defense. Good turn there from Fitch. It was last off her, but was bumped by Meg Hughes, according to our center referee, and it's a free kick in a wide area. For 15 minutes, we've seen just the one shot from Jada Bedoya, but this one may be a chance for a set piece if they want to try and take advantage of it.
Well, I want to go back to Jade Pennick coming all the way over, cutting off the entire side of the pitch. Her entire team shifting over to try to squeeze the space that DC was trying to build out of, and then Fitch just getting her heel clipped there by Hughes at the end.
Drops in the midfield. They want a handball there, does Sophie Jones. Doesn't get it. Murray trying to pass over the top. Kenton has been very involved in the opening minutes. Forces Cummings to move one along to Mernon. Bedoya. Her shot the only one of the match so far. An inviting pass for Fitch to try and get onto. Trying to work her way to the back of Hughes, unable to do so. Jones forward. A chance now for Puerta with it. Parks. Parks through the middle. This one flicked forward. Controlled down. Almendarez, and now with Cummings. Well, Select is the official match ball supplier of the Gainbridge Super League and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select is the player's choice. 17 minutes down at Audi Field. DC and Sporting JAX playing for the first time since the season opener. Closely fought first few minutes. It's won by Pennick high up the field. Puerta. Jones rolls it along. Great turn from Jade Pennick and gets a shot off. The first for Sporting JAX, and it's saved by Morgan Aquino.
Jade Pennick starting that attack from the transition moment. Her coming over, pressing the back line of DC, and then the midfield doing what they do, combining with Puerta and Jones to go forward. Pennick with that great turn to just give herself 1 inch of space to try to get that shot. Not the power she wanted on it, but a good look for Jax.
Great switch of play from Sydney Cummings to the far side of the field. Challenge in by Murray, can't win the ball back. Bagley's pass was perhaps a little under hit. Cummings. Almendarez. One back by Sporting JAX. Kenton, can she get on the loose ball? No, she can't. Cummings clears it away. Gianna Gurley will take an interest on this one and tries to win it. She does, but the whistle goes. Her shot saved, but no chance there for the DC Power leading scorer up top. It's a foul from behind.
Jax really thankful that that was a foul. Gurley was fighting for the ball there, and if it had gone her way, it might have been a more dangerous opportunity at goal.
Very opportunistic forward, Gianna Gurley is. You saw it in the highlights before the match. Back to that in a moment as Bedoya works it along the end line. It breaks centrally, almost to Gurley. It's clawed away, moved along by Bowman to the far side. Blocked throw in for Sporting JAX. Phil Potts. Brown. Hughes trying to win this one. Fitch gets to it first. And able to bring it along to a teammate. And a bump from behind results in a free kick. Ashlyn Puerta wins it there. Katrina Guiu, the player that commits the foul. Second start of the campaign for Guiu. Brown switch of play, takes an awkward hop. Out now for a throw in.
You see Jax trying to build out of the back. DC doing a fantastic job of sticking to their game plan of taking away space in the midfield. That's out of possession as well, closing those gaps so Jax can't facilitate the ball up higher in the pitch.
Both Omen Namazi and Stacey Balaam said to us this week their big focus was trying to enhance their defensive performances. For DC, that was going to largely be dependent on them sealing off the space for Sporting JAX to develop with. For Sporting JAX, it's trying to limit those counter-attacking opportunities, and through 21 minutes, just one shot apiece for both sides. As Bagley works this one back. Bagley rolls it backwards, but you're seeing the defensive efforts from both teams at a very high caliber.
Absolutely. As this match goes on, I foresee it just being a chess match of who's going to take that mental break to let that other team through. Right now, these two teams are neck and neck right now with how they're possessing the ball and also how they're defending.
Guiu went down off the ball as Fitch was throwing it into play. Mernon. Cummings. Almendarez. Given a bit of space, can drop one over the top. Takes a hop into the grateful hands of Caitlin Parks. Gianna Gurley was the one who was in the area. Guiu with the challenge in there, halfway through our first 45 minutes. A defensive stalemate to this point in the match. It's won back by Guillou. Gorley the target, able to turn and slide one along to Theoret. Abera holds off one challenger and slides it along. Anna Bagley. Abera. Intercepted here. Jade Pennick. Perhaps a moment in transition. Some numbers might be able to join Sporting JAX in transition, but the numbers are in DC colors, swarming back defensively. Fitch back all the way to Aquino.
DC not wanting to get caught in transition, just swarmed the ball. Madison Mernon doing a great job of keeping Pennick to one side, not allowing her to drive right up the middle to bring her teammates in to collect that ball.
Jones. Puerta back to Jones. Jones was brought down in the midfield. Referee thought about advantage for a moment, but will give a free kick in the center circle.
First time I got to speak to head coach Stacey Balaam earlier this season, she just mentioned Sophie Jones as such a experienced, respected leader. She's the captain of this Sporting JAX team, and she plays with such a high level of soccer IQ, and stated that she's their brains in the midfield. If you watch her, she's just always searching, looking around her shoulder, finding new pockets of space to get into. She really facilitates the ball going up higher in the pitch for the Sporting JAX team, and a player that they're going to need to get on the ball a lot more here in this first half.
This is a very young Sporting JAX group. A good chunk of experience for Jones right in the heart of the pitch. A lot of players coming in from the college game directly. Jones with 2 years of experience with the Chicago Stars in the NWSL. Some appearances in the Challenge Cup. Really getting a lot of license here this season. 7 straight starts for Sporting JAX. Fitch trying to put one in the box. Might have been a cross attempt, turned into almost a shot there that goes out of play for a goal kick. Parks will be one to take.
Fitch just getting up that right wing, trying to create some sort of attack for her team. Maybe just a little rush, not having the numbers in the box, but could be trying to get the JAX back line off guard with only 3 back. The threats coming from deeper in the pitch can be something that DC is looking out to do.
Cummings rolls one back to Aquino, who can put a foot through it and drop it upfield. Bowman trying to win it, but Abera putting herself in and able to win a free kick. It was well dealt with there. Almendarez. Theoret. That's a really well-weighted pass to Abera, breaking some lines. Bedoya offering herself as an option. Jada Bedoya. One shot of the match so far for DC. Gets another one off, and that one just misses wide. Perhaps the closest we've come to a goal so far today. That shot from Bedoya just misses.
And great work by Bedoya to play in those tight spaces. You see how compact the defense of JAX is. She finds space, rips this shot, gets a little bit of a deflection. So JAX, grateful that that went out off of the deflection, but you see DC, as they're getting closer to the 18-yard box, trying to take shots from outside range to test Parks a little bit.
It has been the dribbling of Bedoya that has been the most threatening part of the match so far for DC, as both defensive units have done very well at stifling opportunities. The press, though, from DC, able to win a throw-in high up the field. Abera, great turn. Digs out across into the box. Goalie was the target, but it breaks for Bedoya. Bedoya to Fitch. Gorley offers the option. Fitch. Gorley puts one into the area. It's brought down and laid off. An angle opened, and it's saved by Parks. Alexis Viaret, not too bad on that one, gets it on frame, and Parks parries it away for a corner.
And what a chance for DC. They're very patient and trying to pick out the best spot. This ball coming in to the box, letting it drop for Viaret, and what a strike that was. Parks having to just parry that one over the crossbar. It was for sure going in if she didn't make that reaction save.
It was on frame. It was going through a crowd, but able to get up a left hand in time was Caitlin Parks for a second save of the match. Trina Guiu is the one who is taking this corner from the far side of the field. It's dropped into the box. First header won, but it goes up, not out. The clearance there from Brown is decisive. It pushes it outside the 18. Bedoya felt that she was fouled. Referee concurs. We'll have a quick word with Jade Pennick, a 32-year-old English forward. Possession has gone slightly in the favor of DC, 53-47 in the early stages of this one. So Fitch stands over this free kick from quite a ways away, but a number of players in DC colors are standing on the edge of the 18. Fitch whips one in, trying to scoop it forward. Abera can't get that touch out of her feet and then runs out of play for a throw-in.
Not sure if that's the service they were wanting on that set piece, but Sporting JAX getting the ball back here deep in their own defensive half, trying to deal with the pressure that DC is putting on them right now. DC holding all the cards.
Abera has a pop from distance. You can see what she was trying to do there. It took a slight hop before she shot. And Loza Abera, 5 goals, 2 assists in 2024-25, misses that one off frame. Looking for goal number 2 this campaign. Gainbridge Super League season is in full swing. Visit GainbridgeSuperLeague.com for all the latest information, analysis, and insight into all things Gainbridge Super League. Bedoya trying to bring one down. Jones tussling for it. Jones able to push it away from the initial melee, and it bounces out now, last off DC Power for a Sporting JAX throw-in. Half an hour into this match. I'll throw a stat at you, Jade. 42 total final third entries for both of these teams. 30 for DC. Perhaps another one here for Sporting JAX. We'll get back to that point in a moment as Kenton cuts a low one across the box. It almost broke kindly. A vital clearance from Almendarez, and it's out of play now for a throw-in. Let's look at that again. We'll go back to that in a moment. The stat I was going to bring up, Jade, was touches in the box. There hadn't been one yet for Sporting JAX, but they got so close in that instance to finding one. That'll run out of play for a goal kick. There were just 2 entries into the box by DC, and this was the first one now for Sporting JAX.
I thought that's where you were going with that stat, but Kenton just trying to get anything in the box. It only takes one moment. Jade Pennick maybe not thinking he was going to slip by the goalkeeper like that, so pulling her run out a little bit wider, but the opportunity for JAX is there if they just get it into the box. That's the issue for them right now, is just bringing the ball up higher into their attacking half. DC doing a fantastic job of holding possession of the ball and taking advantage of the opportunities that JAX is giving them.
It's going to be a throw-in for Sporting JAX here, but the referee, I think a late switch means that she had to signal for it to restart, but just to kind of finish up that point. A lot of overall final third entries, especially for DC Power. Updated stat is 30 final third entries for DC, just 4 touches in the box. I don't think that one is credited as a touch inside the box for Sporting JAX, but probably the most threatening they've been all match. in a game that has been very strong defensively from both of these teams. This one played forward. Panic able to lay one off here. Rolled along. Kenton making the run into the right channel. Bumped down from behind, was she? Yes, she was. Sydney Cummings commits the foul from behind. She's frustrated with that call. But well done from Paige Kenton. Wins a set piece really out of nothing.
Just a tough challenge. As a center back, I would definitely see how Cummings is a little bit frustrated with that foul call, just trying to body each other up and get a handle on the ball, 1v1 duel. But a great job by Sporting JAX to just hold up and get a set piece here. They need something like this to facilitate their attack. They haven't had any corner kicks or really any set piece opportunities in their attacking half. So a great opportunity here for Sporting JAX to get something in and around the goal.
Not a ton of set pieces for either side in this match to this point. Ashlyn Puerta stands over it with the right foot. Dropped into the area. Brown can't win the initial header. Clearance not fully dealt with. Who's it going to break to in the box? The clearance goes up, not out, and it bounces towards goal. And that one is last off of Sporting JAX. So a chaotic sequence in front of goal. No shot in the end. A goal kick coming for DC Power.
It was a great opportunity for Sporting JAX, a beautiful ball delivery, and Georgia Brown, who has such a great presence in the aerial battles, doesn't get the look that she wants on it initially, and then ball bouncing around, nobody really deciding who was going to clear it or put that ball away. Kenton had that last touch on it, so DC gets out of it unscathed.
Cummings goes long with this one over the top. It's going to drop in now for Caitlin Parks. For Sporting JAX, through 6 matches this season, they've got 13 goals. It's tied for most in the league. They've only been held scoreless one time. That was against Dallas back on September 6th. But overall, this campaign, they've been very high scoring, but they've been limited so far today. Just one shot to the 6 of DC through 35 minutes.
The first time I got to chat with Coach Stacey Balaam, she said that she needed her team to be disciplined in their execution. And she said that we've just been creating opportunities in so many different ways and different parts of the field, starting from the deeper positions. You can see it in the way that they build up. They do it with a purpose. And they know that they're not the tallest team, but they're trying to find ways to get the ball in and around the box.
They're in the box now. Sporting JAX are. It's pushed away. A throw-in comes here. Paige Kenton was able to slide one along as the half has gone along. Both sides growing into the match. Hughes measures the pass forward for Puerta. Important challenge put in there. Puerta puts a hand up to Jones. Couldn't get it to her.
I'm really loving the Puerta and Guiu battle we have going on in the midfield right now. 2 players who are extremely technical, but also very good on the defensive side.
Guiu slides a pass forward in that instance. It's a pass over the top for Ibarra. Well weighted. A brilliant challenge, though, from Julia Lester. Had to get something on it and claws out of play for a throw in.
Lester knew that Ibarra was breathing down her neck there. Had to slide at the last moment to get that ball out of bounds.
Bagley drops one in the box for Gorley. A shot turning towards goal, just misses. And Gianna Gorley, who has been starved of production throughout this game, the amount of touches she's been able to have, that one just misses.
You saw her reaction after that ball went over the crossbar, knowing that she was in the exact right position she was supposed to be in, had split the defenders, so she had the space and time to put that ball away, just didn't get the touch on it that she wanted.
Initial header there is missed by both parties. Cummings going up against Pennick, and Pennick was running away towards goal, but had caught the heels of Sydney Cummings. And it's going to result in a free kick here. Theoret under some pressure. Composure. Sprays a pass. This one to Fitch, who does incredibly well to keep it in play and get it to Bedoya. Jada Bedoya moving centrally. It's cleared off her foot, trying to spin away. It breaks in the midfield. Theoret pops a shot off and strikes the crossbar. Brown claws it away. It's going to be a corner coming here for DC Power, who were so close to opening the scoring.
Theoret striking again from distance. She brings this ball down, takes 1-2 touches, one look up, and then beautiful strike. Top bins hitting just that corner part of the crossbar. Georgia Brown in a great position to cover because Abera was right there to clean anything up.
Parks might have gotten a flick to it to get it onto that crossbar, but so close from Alexis Theoret. Corner comes now, whipped in, can't beat the first player, it's pushed away. Fitch puts it back in the mix with players still forward. The header down for Gorley, trying to get past one and just stay with the play. It's clawed out. A foot race that is won there by Alexis Theoret, who struck the crossbar just moments ago. Mernon. Over the top, Sydney Cummings still in an advanced position so far. Carrying through the midfield. A pass trying to slice it over the top, intercepted. Jones the interception, it breaks back to Jones. Brown forward. Jade Pennick moves it to the far side of the field. Throw-in comes here. Parks. Phil Potts rolls one forward. Hold up play there from Pennick. Cummings trying to scrape it forward, a flick on to the midfield. Theoret able to roll one along for Loza. Abera strikes on goal. It's saved by Parks. Another chance for DC. Another one repelled by Sporting JAX.
That one coming off a transition moment. DC picking the ball up right near the halfway line and then going straight to goal. Theoret being unselfish in that moment and passing that one off to Abera, who had more time and space. Just let that ball roll a little bit longer to her left side.
Kenton holds off one challenge, glances over her shoulder, waits for options to join her. Will try and put a cross in that's blocked. A corner comes now for Sporting JAX. We've talked about it, the lack of set piece opportunities for either side. There's a chance here for Sporting JAX in the final minutes of our first 45.
And in a game like this that's so defense-minded, where both are just trading punches, trying to trade possessions, moments like this for set pieces are what changes games. One ball that's put away can open the floodgates and really take the pressure off of Sporting JAX.
Philpotts and Puerta, who boasted over a free kick from that corner a few moments ago, will both stand over this corner and deliberate on their options. Left-footed and right-footed are their choices. Philpotts to the near post. It bounces, it's allowed to drop, and a brilliant clearance away. Cushioned down by Puerta for Philpotts. Thought about the cross in, rolled back to Puerta. Pulls off a nutmeg here. Darts past another. Able to put it forward. Hughes goes down. Goal kick comes.
That technical ability of Puerta just slicing and dicing through DC, trying to make something happen on the rebound from the initial corner kick.
Maybe a bit of a warning there for Meg Hughes. It's a discussion between Hughes and Alexandra Billetter. And it is going to be a yellow card here. So Meg Hughes becomes the first player cautioned. Unclear if that was for dissent. It may have been for simulation on the challenge in the box. Hughes appeared to go down a little softly, but Hughes, regardless, becomes the first player cautioned at our match here today in the final minute of the first 45. Kenson trying to carry this one away. It's blocked. A throw-in comes. It's a challenge put in by Katrina Guiu. Puerta turns, strikes low. It's saved. Morgan Aquino able to stay in front of the shot. It may have been fizzing just wide, but no risks taken by the DC number one. It makes a stop.
Aquino really hasn't been tested at all in this first half. Ashley Puerta just turning, taking one look up and realizing that she could have gone near post there, rips that one low. Trying to just get any sort of attack for Sporting JAX right now. No additional time after our first 45 minutes. It's scoreless between DC and Sporting JAX. Thoughts after 45 minutes for this one, Jade? We've mentioned it this entire first half, but very defensive-minded game for both of these teams. They're trying to possess with a purpose, going higher up the field. DC having the most success on that side right now in this first half, but Sporting JAX has had their opportunities. They've done very well in the back line of demanding accountability from their back line and making sure things are going up the pitch. Parks has been tremendous there, holding things down both on the defensive side and facilitating build-up. Halftime coming up. We'll take a look at what's still to come in the Gainbridge Super League this week with our Tuesday match to open things up here between DC and Sporting JAX. 45 minutes down at Audi Field. What has been a very evenly fought match up to this point in the contest. We're pleased to be joined now by Alexis Theoret. Alexis, you came the closest to scoring of anyone in that first half with that shot from distance. So what did you make of that first 45 minutes?
It was a lot of back and forth. I felt like we're trying to get a hold of the ball, and when we win it back, we're trying to like connect those first three passes, and that's part of our game plan. And then can we go from those first three passes to then breaking lines forward? I feel like we've been trying to hit a long ball in behind. Sometimes we're there, sometimes we're not. But once we win it, can we go through the lines a little bit more? I think that'll help us.
Alexis, how do you do that? How do you convert those chances that you're getting in the midfield to connect those final passes in the box?
Well, I think we're actually doing a pretty decent job of threatening the back line. I feel like in previous games we haven't necessarily turned their other team's back line around. So I'm pretty proud of us for making those runs in and actually playing them. I think it's just that last texture, like that last step in. We're almost there, and I think if we keep going, it'll come.
Alexis, thank you for the time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you, guys.
Alexis Theoret, a strike that hit the crossbar, the closest we came to seeing a goal in the first 45 minutes in a defensive stalemate in the nation's capital. DC Power 0, Sporting JAX 0, our score after 45 minutes. Halftime content to come now on Peacock.
Technical goalkeeping. Tampa Bay has done it. Wait, come back. Wait, come back. I need more help.
Take a loan off and take a loan for free.
Today we went to the beach and it was
Put the loan right on me.
totally worth it. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water unique? It's our commitment to making our bottles from at least 50% recycled plastic. In fact, Crystal Geyser is the only beverage company in the U.S. to exclusively own and operate 2 plastic recycling facilities. And you can help us make an impact too by always remembering to recycle your bottles. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Simple, but not easy.
Success doesn't come easy. It takes grit, hustle, and relentless effort. Every step forward brings you closer to greatness. This is your moment. Elevate your game. El Jimador Spiked Bebidas.
.45 minutes down in Washington, D.C. DC Power 0, Sporting JAX 0. Our score here in the Gainbridge Super League. Alongside Jade Barquette, I'm Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth on Peacock. Our news and notes. Hope Heisey continuing to set records, now over 100 saves, 14 clean sheets. First player in league history to hit 100 career saves. Brooklyn erasing deficits, come back and stay undefeated all time against Tampa in a 2-2 draw. And Addie McCain scoring an equalizer in the 97th minute, the second latest goal in Gainbridge Super League history, only beaten out by a goal in the final in 2024-25. Here's what's still to come this week. It starts on Thursday with Lexington taking on Fort Lauderdale United. A pair of games on Saturday evening. Rounds out with DC Power playing against Spokane coming up next.
It is a packed week of Gainbridge Super League games. Some teams have had 10 days off and now their match is upcoming. Some teams are back on their normal schedules of 1 game a week. It's going to be a packed weekend of Gainbridge soccer and very exciting as we near that mid to end point of the season.
Sporting JAX next up in Florida, taking on the Tampa Bay Sun. So looking for our first goal from the first 45 minutes. There were chances, though, in the first half. We'll show you those in the highlights that are set to come. DC Power 0, Sporting JAX 0. After 45 minutes in Audi Field, it's still scoreless. The fans enjoying this one. Defensive so far. Let's show you the highlights so far in this match between DC Power FC and Sporting JAX. It's been evenly fought, Jade, between these two teams. 9 total shots for DC, just 3 for Sporting JAX. It was a hard-fought one here in the 27th minute. Jada Bedoya, who's dribbling, caused some issues, puts a shot just wide in this instance.
Yeah, she really started the attack for DC Power, and that middle chunk of the first half was really DC heavy. They were attacking from all different angles. Thea Rhett just ripping this shot at Park. She had a few in this first half. Unlucky that she didn't get a goal, but she has just been really the attacking power for DC again in the 31st minute. But then Sporting JAX comes down this wing. Kenton trying to pick out Pennick in the box, just slipping this one through. Not enough on it for her to get on, but then right back on the other side of the pitch, DC was right back on the front foot. And Thea Rhett, who we interviewed at halftime, saying that we just need that last little texture piece on the ball to get one more goal in. You can feel it's coming for DC.
That one was so close. Alexis Thea Rhett had some really fine strikes in the first 45 minutes. Perhaps she was closest. Who will come closest or perhaps score on our second 45 minutes? DC Power. Sporting JAX still in search of the first goal. .45 minutes down in Washington, D.C. It's still scoreless between DC Power FC and Sporting JAX. Jack Edwards, Jade Barquette here with you in the broadcast booth. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Night at Audi Field, and Omen Namazi, head coach for DC Power, and his mother, Faye Namazi, a breast cancer survivor.
It was so awesome to get to talk to him, and we got to ask him if there was any people in his family or close circle that had survived breast cancer, any breast cancer stories. And of course, we had to give a shout out to his mother, Faye. So fantastic that she is okay and surviving. There's going to be so many celebrations of breast cancer awareness this month in October. And shout out to my Nana, breast cancer survivor as well. Love you, and your support means so much.
A lot of pink in Audi Field this evening. It's been a hard-fought match between these two sides through 45 minutes. You saw in those highlights how close DC Power came to scoring. They're outshooting Sporting JAX 9-4 as action restarts, and the Black Kits are DC Power FC trying to pick up that first home victory of the campaign. They had 3 consecutive draws at home against Spokane, Lexington, and Brooklyn. This is their first repeat fixture they've had this season, playing a side they've already played one time. They won when these teams met in Jacksonville. And it has been the home side who have been perhaps the closest to scoring, but Sporting JAX, we've seen their threat in transition. Their build-up's been a bit disturbed by the press of DC. We'll see what ends up happening here in our second 45 minutes. Calm pass under pressure there. Alexis Theoret, who we talked to at halftime. Our side just trying to find that final touch, that final ball. She was trying to do it herself with those shots on frame. And what was a hard-fought first 45 minutes.
She just looked frustrated, but also relieved in that interview that we got to talk to her coming into halftime, just knowing that they were right there, having just so much success in the first half, knowing that the texture of those passes might be the difference between 0-0 and a goal.
Moved along far side of the field. As the shot's top of your screen. That one was just wide. It was a cross into the box. Brown. Forward. It's a pass laid off. Throwing now for Sporting JAX. Puerta lofts one along. Throw in for Sporting JAX, who were slightly outshot, slightly outpossessed in an evenly fought first 45 minutes. It's tossed in here, laid off here for Jones. Jones can drop one into the mix. That one not quite able to latch on with Sophia Bowman, who is trying to build off a goal last match. Scored the opener against Brooklyn with a very good header last time out.
But already in the second half, Sporting JAX looking more connected, looking like they're trying to go at goal more. That ball just slipping right by Sophia Bowman, and a great service by Sophie Jones.
There was a change at halftime. Kate Sullivan coming into the match for Sporting JAX. Caroline Murray, the player, making way. So one tweak made at halftime. Stacey Balaam just trying to change one small thing, making a swap at the right wing back position in this 3-5-2 shape that Sporting JAX operate in. Gorley moving away from goal. Forward off her line. Aquino shows good composure. Puts one along to Bagley, who similarly does well, working away from pressure. Bagley shifts it to the other side of defense. Pass through the middle, intercepted by Jones. Bowman. That's a poor pass. It's one back by DC. The shot Takes a deflection. Bedoya will try and keep it in play. Trying to cut it back. No one immediately there with it. Theoret at the edge of the box now. Alexis Theoret lays it along to Bagley. Theoret whips a dangerous ball in. The header by Brown pushes it away. And trying to carry away from danger is Meg Hughes. Does so successfully. Hughes rolls it along. Pennick bumped over from behind. Cummings commits the foul. It's a free kick for Sporting JAX. Moments after a golden opportunity for DC they don't take advantage of.
Absolutely. It was perfect prime positioning for DC to have an offensive opportunity there. They just don't take advantage of it. Like you said, they had the numbers and off the transition, just couldn't get the shot off that they needed.
Puerta past one. Ashlyn Puerta slows things down. Hughes backwards. Philpotts. It's a good pass in for Ashlyn Puerta. Tackle from behind. They have to put multiple players dedicated to the league's leading scorer. Ashlyn Puerta scored a hat trick against Carolina on September 28th. The youngest player to score a hat trick, the youngest female to score a hat trick in U.S. Pro Leagues. He's the player of the month for September as well in the Gamebridge Super League. It's been a fantastic start to life for her. Coming off 1 year at FSU. It's whipped into the box dangerously. That one just past Jade Pennick. But we're seeing some better delivery into the 18-yard box from both sides.
The opportunities are coming for Sporting JAX. They're getting the deliveries. They're getting the numbers in the box. They're finding themselves in the right positions. Now it's going to be just like DC had in the first half. Can they find that last little bit of texture to put the ball away?
Moved along. Here's Kenton. Paige Kenton trying to put a cross in. She's done well as a forward, drawing free kicks, drawing corners. In this instance, gets a set piece on the near side of the field. Paige Kenton does.
She was a part of most of the attack for Sporting JAX in the first half. Makes sense that she is giving them their first corner kick of the second half as well.
Philpotts stands over this corner, as does Puerta. They like having the option of diversion. Will it go with an in-swinger or an out-swinger? Puerta, the right-footed option. Philpotts, the left. Philpotts clips it in. It's flicked along right off the training ground and cleared away. Not too far away there for Sporting JAX, who got that one into the 6-yard box.
I love the creativity on this play. Sophie Jones getting a little flick of her head. Georgia Brown trying to just deflect that one back into the net. She had Cummings beat on that near post, just didn't get the hit on it that she needed. Quino doing a great job in net of just blocking that one, keeping it in front of her.
That was a good header from Sophie Jones, just to stoop at that near post and just flick it along.
To get the perfect weight on that is tremendously difficult. And for Philpotts to get that ball just chipped in right to Sophie Jones' head. Great execution, almost flawless for Sporting JAX.
You can see the extra player was drawn in because Puerta was there. They couldn't just leave those two unmarked. It was a clever one for Sporting JAX. And it comes so close. Now with DC. Clipped forward, Abera the target. Brown gets ahead to it. Rolled back by Sullivan. Some of her first touches since coming into the match at halftime here in this right wing back position. Cummings shows good strength. Vernon moves it along. Good work. In that instance, Abera the hold-up play. Mernon. Madison Mernon, first start this season for DC for Mernon. Sprays a pass forward. Fitch trying to keep it in play, does so successfully. Gianna Gorley was the target. And they're able to generate something out of nothing. It's cleared away. Corner comes now for DC.
the pace of the game in the second half has picked up tremendously. The intensity from both sides, you can see it in how they're playing and the way that they're pinging the ball around. Madison Mernon puts this ball over the top. Fitch doing a fantastic job of keeping this one in bounds. Georgia Brown just doesn't clear it correctly, and this one's going out for a corner kick for DC, a prime opportunity for them to get on the board.
Katrina Giyu, the player that stands over this. 3 corners now in the match for DC Power. Giyu with 4 in the box. It's dropped in, header, pushes it away for Sporting JAX. Back into the mix. Gorley. Puerta past 1. Trying to dive in there and win it. It's going to be ended up breaking for the corner taker a moment ago. A strike from distance there. Not too far away from Katrina Giyu. We've seen some of these shots from distance for DC come to reasonable success. That one just off from Giyu.
Seemed maybe a little bit rushed from Giyu. She had numbers that were attacking in the box. Abera and Gorley were right there in the mix. Just wanting to strike that one again, trying to catch Parks off of her line, or maybe just not paying attention, trying to get that last little hit.
Abera in the press. It's blocked. A goal kick comes here. Second start of the season so far for Loza Abera. Up front, 1 goal already this campaign. Bagley gets ahead to it here. Good touch there from Abera, past 1. Fires into the box for Gorley. It's just past her foot. Bedoya trying to keep it in the mix. Gorley puts up an appreciative thumb. That was some idea from Loza Abera. Just doesn't come off there.
I mean, the turn, the touch, the pass to Gorley, it was beautiful soccer. The texture of the ball, that's what Thea Red was telling us at halftime. It's that final little piece of the weight of passes. They're in the right spots. They're making themselves they're making the correct decisions. It's just finding that little connected pass to put the ball away that DC is missing right now.
Parks restarts play with a long ball forward. There's a bump in the midfield. It goes against DC. Sporting JAX, I should say. It's a free kick for DC right at halfway. Sydney Cummings stands over it. Theoret. Mernon. Bedoya just can't quite get that one out of her feet. Puerta pokes it forward, aiming for Pennick. Long ball forward. Clever header down from Fitch. Second to that challenge. Brown got there first. Cummings wins it in the midfield. Pennick was second to it in that instance. Poked away from Fitch. Mernon. Giyu. Trying to play one over the top, either for Abera or for Gorley, but it was too central in the end.
You saw Abera, after that ball was played over the top with a little hand signal, just putting the ball on the ground. It's not going to work for them to play that ball over the top. Georgia Brown, tall center back for Sporting JAX. Nothing's really going to get by her in the aerial duel, and then Parks behind them to clean anything up. DC really just need to focus on playing their possession style of soccer on the ground.
That one's cleared away by Julia Lester. There's a free kick in the midfield going the way of DC. Chance now for Valentina Perazza to come into the match. Was the youngest player to appear in a Gainbridge Super League lineup, starting lineup, in April when DC played against Carolina Ascent. Comes into the match for Loza Abera. Forward had a good chunk of the ball today, almost slided in Gorley a moment ago. Youngster comes on in her place.
Abera did everything right in this game tonight. She was so good on the attacking side, trying to facilitate play, being unselfish in some moments and taking her own shots in others. And then on the defensive side, just doing a really good job of cleaning anything up and starting their defense from that top position.
There is Perazza off the bench, right involved in the action, and whips a ball into the box. It's, in the end, Parks who's able to get onto it. But the first sub made by Omid Namazi, Valentina Perazza immediately involved in things. No nonsense clearance out of play. Knocked out of play. Fitch got ahead to it. Going now for DC. Just past the hour mark in the nation's capital. DC, Sporting JAX meeting for a second time this season. The pass runs out of play. It's a Sporting JAX throw in. They've traded those on the far side of the field these last few moments. Jones, the option in the midfield. Gorley intercepts. Stay up to date with the Gainbridge Super League. Sign up for the Super newsletter. Get news about your favorite team and stories from around the league delivered directly to your inbox weekly. Sign up at GainbridgeSuperLeague.com/newsletter. Good work from Philpotts to carry it past a few. Jones returns it to Philpotts. Fitch, the last one to touch that, challenging with Meg Hughes. Hughes, the only player booked in our match to this point, something to watch out for on the left-hand side of that attack for Sporting JAX. Takes an awkward hop away from Ashlyn Puerta. Guiu able to push it along. Amanderes, now Bagley. Has Perazza with it now. Valentina Perazza. Theoret moves it. Mernon clipped it forward. In the end, it's Brown who got ahead to it, the 6'2" English center back. Puerta. It has been Georgia Brown that has stifled so much of that direct passing from DC throughout this match.
You see how DC is just switching the ball when they're in possession. They're switching it from one side of the other, trying to spread out Sporting JAX.
Here's Kenton, a good dummy to get past one, rolls it along centrally, and Sporting JAX open the scoring on the road. Jade Pennick scores first again against DC. It's the visitors, Sporting JAX up 1-0 over DC Power.
Jack, we've talked about it all match. It only takes one moment in a game like this. Kenton with a cheeky move gets herself into some space and then unselfishly picks her head up, sees Jade Pennick threatening at the back line. She just gets on the other side of Mernon by one step, and Jade Pennick is not going to miss from point blank range. What a way to put Sporting JAX up in this match that's been so back and forth and mostly DC heavy.
Paige Kenton links up with Jade Pennick, the two forwards for Sporting JAX, combining in that instance. And 2 goals this season for Jade Pennick, both of them opening goals against DC Power. They've scored first now in every match, bar one this season for Sporting JAX.
Stacey Balaam told us that she relies on Jade Pennick to drive the competitiveness of this Sporting JAX team. Stacey coached Jade at University of North Georgia and knew that when she had the head coaching job here, she needed Jade Pennick on her squad for just that exact reason. What a momentum shift. What a game changer she is.
Rolled into the box. Going down there was Katrina Guillou, but it's nothing doing there for the referee. It's picked up by Caitlin Parks. Jade Pennick spent a lot of time with Birmingham City in England. 17 goals across her time over 4 years there. Sheffield United before that, Doncaster before that, and North Georgia in 2015, where she worked with Stacey Balaam. 2 goals this season in Sporting JAX colors. Slid forward here for Kenton, who has an assist and wins a corner now. Paige Kenton, now 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. A really well-weighted pass across frame. Made things 1-0. Meg Hughes will be the one to make way now for Jesse Hunt. Hunt will make a 6th sub-appearance of the season, 1 assist so far this campaign. Coming off 3 years with Northeastern, was 2-time All-CAA first team in 2022 and 2023. Before that at Wisconsin, she'll get right involved in the mix as Sporting JAX look to try and double their advantage. They saw some inventive set-piece work a few moments ago. Bowman whips this one in, dropped into a dangerous area. Cummings gets the header to push it away. Lester dropped in the mix, aiming for Brown, who was still up. It's a really good tackle there. Gianna Gorley able to win back the loose ball. Slides one along here for Bagley. Bagley switches it along for Perota. Perota has an overlapping run with her. Valentina Perota will give it to Bedoya. Bedoya cuts it back, and it's cleared away by the substitute, Jesse Hunt. Still with DC in the attack. Cummings. Theoret. Whipped into the box. What a header away from Georgia Brown. Jones keeps it in play. It had last touched Puerta. Had to keep it alive. Jones. Kenton trying to just get onto this one. Thought it was last off of DC. It's last off of her. Throw in for DC.
It's been a great response from DC after they have gotten scored on, right back in possession of the ball, threatening down that left wing, trying to get more chances in the box. They know that they've had most of the opportunities at goal in this match. Now it's going to be about, can they convert and limit the chances that Sporting JAX has on the other side of the pitch.
Bowman goes back to Brown. Lester. There's a pass over the top. Aiming for the run of Jesse Hunt. It's back to Aquino. Bagley. There's a ball over the top for the goal scorer, Pennick. Hunt. This one trying to switch the point of attack, intercepted by the DC Power defense. DC out shooting Sporting JAX 2-1. 12 shots to the 6 of the visitors. But the most decisive one right now is from Jade Pennick, as Omid Namazi looks on to this. Throwing here for DC. Best chance of the match. Falling the way of Sporting JAX, they buried it. The only opted to find big chance created so far was that shot for Pennick. Able to dispatch it. Good work here. Giyu combining, able to get past a few challengers, moves it along to Bedoya. Jada Bedoya opens up an angle, the shot blocked. The rebound also blocked. It's going to spin wide. A corner comes now for DC Power, who are knocking on the door to try and find an equalizer.
Hare still taking those chances. Bedoya doing a great job of finding herself some space. This ball deflected off Georgia Brown, and then Gorley trying to clean anything up. But look at the numbers for Sporting JAX that were back in the box. They had everybody behind the ball, knowing that they have to protect their lead and not wanting to give DC an inch.
Trina Giyu stands over this corner kick. Whips it into the near post. That one's a little underhit. It's pushed away now. Sporting JAX, oh, that's a unfortunate one there. Kate Sullivan took it right into the face.
Had a small reaction, but not that big of one for how much it rocketed off her face.
That was impressive. DC in the attack, a low ball in. It's scraped away. Jones slides it forward. Pennick, the hold-up play. Trying to lay one off there, only finds Sydney Cummings. It's going to be a test of the defensive fortitude of Sporting JAX. There is no whistle here from the referee. Advantage being played. Taking over in that instance was Sophia Bowman. Runs out of space. Throw in for DC. Jones. Jones lifts it past the challenger. And Theoret, it slid forward for Jade Pennick. It's a good pass into Jones. Sporting JAX, a bit of sustained possession here. Slip it along to Julia Lester. Lester moves it out wide here. Here's Sullivan. Kate Sullivan whips one into the box. Only finds Morgan Aquino. Nancy Aquino wants to restart quickly. Rolls it to her side here. Bagley. Great turn, but the second touch lost there from Perota. Clever pass in for Kate Sullivan. Sullivan standing up one-on-one, trying to play a low pass in. It's pushed away. And Menderes can hook it out from danger. Lester. Now with Bowman. Time to think about her options. Back to Bowman. Drives one into the box. It's a little overhit here. Number 3, Sophia Bowman goes to the number 3, Susanna Fitch. Giyu. Bagley for Giyu. Giyu clipped forward. Rolled in for Bedoya. Jada Bedoya now has it in the box. Wants it on that left foot. Is forced to lay it back to Fitch. Fitch can't get past Puerta. Puerta, an excellent challenge there. And a nutmeg In transition, Guiu will step in brilliantly to win one. Doing the same was Phil Potts. Guiu a little slow to get back up. The referee letting play continue here. Sydney Cummings stepping into some space and clipping one into the channel for Bagley. Bagley here. Long uninterrupted spell, and now it's interrupted.
The last 3 minutes was so chaotic for either side. You saw DC trying to attack, switching the point of attack. They had so much space in the middle part of the field, but then Sporting JAX is doing a fantastic job of making sure that nothing is getting into their 18-yard box, excuse me. Puerta coming all the way back to defend, knowing that her team needs to protect this lead, and DC not taking their foot off the gas at all.
15 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one. A little bit of an issue of cramp there, it appears. We'll see the challenge again for Guiu, who did so well to win that one. Had a bit of personal sacrifice, perhaps. So chances for both teams to chat here before the subs will come in for DC Power FC. Sporting JAX, who led on 2 occasions last time out against Brooklyn, had to come from behind the 95th minute to draw a point out of that one. Charlie Escort and Margie DeTrizio will be the players coming into the match, with Paige Almendarez set to make way, as is Jada Bedoya, another one coming out of the contest. For Sporting JAX, the big focus for them after a game where they held lead. Stacey Balaam said they want to try and find another goal and hold out a result. They're only up 1-0 on the road here today. Can they try and see this one out? So Katrina Guiu comes out of the game.
She's been a huge piece of the midfield for DC in this match so far. The tackles that she's put in with Puerta and other Sporting JAX players has been so monumental in how they have been able to attack.
They still have 2 more subs to make if they want to bring Guiu out of the match, but they would love to feature her some more. A lot of experience for Guiu. Made 17 appearances in 2024-25. Do it with experience, a lot of it in Sweden, after a collegiate career at UNC Wilmington. Bagley, a throw in here. Fitch. It's moved centrally by Escort. Whistle goes here. It's going to be a free kick.
Theoret just taking a great touch to beat Hunt there. Hunt with a little tug on the jersey is going to be called for a free kick in a prime position for DC.
They've had a few set piece chances. They haven't been able to make the most of them. Alexis Theoret will stand over this one. Players will line along the edge of the 18-yard box. 4 of them on the right-hand side for DC. Rolled short for Peralta. Back to Bagley. There's Theoret. Giving some space, can clip one into the box. It's a bit too deep there. Caitlin Park's able to bring that one in. Stooping header from Jones. Puerta opts for the More conservative pass. They're up 1-0. They're able to do that. Puerta has this one and drops it into the box. Too close to the goalkeeper. Morgan Aquino gets there first. Going here for DC Power. Bailey DeSmit will be coming into the match. Making way will be the goal scorer, Jade Pennick.
And what a shift Jade Pennick has put in tonight. Just so gritty up top, working so hard for her team, both on the defensive side, coming back and pressing, but also with the goal. When her team needed her most, she's producing, and just such a powerful player to have in the lineup for Stacey Balaam.
Rolled along the back line, Madison Mernon. After the third sub was made by Sporting JAX. Slid forward for Charlie Escourt. It's now an underlapping run being made by DeTrizio. It's one here high up the field. DeSmit goes to Sullivan. A drop of the shoulder from Bowman in the midfield. There's one into the channel. Bailey DeSmit came off the bench and scored a goal last match. That touch a little heavy, runs out of space, and a goal kick the result.
Had the right idea there. Cummings was coming right on her hip, trying to touch that one around her. Just didn't get the weight on it that she wanted.
Bailey DeSmit made her pro debut back on September 28th. It was on her 23rd birthday, scored a 95th minute equalizer 1 week later in the next match she appeared in. On now for her third sub appearance for the side. This one dropped in the box. It's a little overcooked. It's out now for a goal kick.
It's a pretty great birthday week.
It's pretty good, pretty good week. Less than 10 minutes to go in this one from Audi Field. It's allowed to drop in the midfield. Pushed along. There's DeSmit trying to drag it away. It's won back by Guillou, who has overcome a slight bit of cramp very effectively. Theoret trying to just put one forward in the mix. Parks off her line, rolls it along. Phil Potts lifts one into the channel. Mernon goes back to Aquino and does very well to just return it to the center back. Bagley. DeTrizio trying to get past Parks, latches on. There's a push in the back there. Anna Bagley commits the infringement, pushed Kate Sullivan. It results in a free kick and more precious time can tick off the clock for Sporting JAX.
Sporting JAX loves this set piece. It just gives them a chance to calm down a little bit, take seconds off the clock. They can push the ball high or keep it in possession. Right now for Sporting JAX, it's really just about taking time off the clock, doing everything that they can to preserve this lead.
Ashlyn Puerta will make way. Daviana Vaca will be coming on in her place. It's a defensive-minded change. Vaca, a defensive player by trade, will come into the match for Puerta. More attack-minded midfielder with just a few minutes left. It makes sense to try and see this one out. Lester drives one forward. Jones. There was a slight foul from behind there, much to the frustration of DC. Giyu caught the heels of her opponent. Namazi does not feel that was a foul. Takes away an opportunity in transition, and more time can tick away. Sporting JAX, 5 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one at Audi Field. Kenton, put one forward. Smith trying to flick a header along. It's cleared up field. Kenton, who was the striker who got the assist today, put in a defensive shift right there. Prota, a push from behind, and it's a free kick.
A little bit of some frustration fouls coming from DC as the time ticks off here in the second half. Not what you're wanting from a team who is down, needing to control those emotions a little bit.
Referee indicating the free kick should be a bit deeper. Kenton again goes long. Bagley trying to see this one out, does so successfully for a goal kick. About 4 minutes plus stoppage time left at Audi Field. Breast Cancer Awareness Night. Got a shout out at halftime for Omid Namazi, his mother Faye. Your grandmother Jade. I'll give one to my grandmother as well, Grandma Lane. A special day of celebration of awareness. Right now it's Sporting JAX who are in front 1-0. Jade Pennick with 2 goals now against DC for Sporting JAX this campaign. It's lifted over the top. Gorley, the target, just can't latch onto it. And Caitlin Parks, who has been at the edge of her 18-yard box for much of this half, trying to sweep things up, deals with that one and launches it upfield.
That's been the only ball that's gotten through the back line for Sporting JAX that Georgia Brown has not collected in the air. Dicey moment there for Sporting JAX. Have to clean up those little moments as this game progresses to the end.
Touchdown from Bagley. Rolls it forward. DeTrizio trying to make a nuisance of herself. Spins back to Lester, who goes to Parks, and she can launch it upfield. Bagley spots the open option. It's Alexis Theoret, hit the woodwork in the first half. She came so close to making it 1-0 DC Power. It went into the interval all even. Sporting JAX profited. That's a first ball that is won by Vaca and can try and use her speed as a sub. Driving it forward, gets past one and is pulled down there. It's going to be a free kick. Referee saying it goes the way of, it appears, DC Power.
I want to take another look at this one because I thought that was all Sporting JAX.
I think it was the first tug before the second tug was the referee's verdict. You saw off camera it was an apoplectic reaction from Stacey Balaam, was frustrated. That one went against her side. It slid forward, a clever ball here for Fitch. Gets to it first. Gorley the target. Gorley goes down there and will win a foul. Referee thought about it for a moment and will signal for a free kick here for DC Power. That will take place in the final minute of regulation.
Stacey Balaam just needing some consistency right now from the refs. You see Georgia Brown go over, and I could see how that one is going to be called a foul on Brown. Gorley trying to go for the ball. Brown just trying to shield it out, but might have gone for player first. This is a prime opportunity for DC to get one back in this match as time is ticking down.
Alexis Theoret stands over this. Theoret lifts this one in. Gorley can't get ahead to it. It's a little overhit. And it goes out of play for a goal kick here. Nothing comes from that set piece.
Not the service that they were looking for on that set piece. Gorley trying to do everything that she can to get on the end of it. Just doesn't get the right timing on her head.
Three minutes of added time at the end of the 90. It's along the back line here, returned all the way to Aquino. Long ball over the top to Trizio, the target, able to latch onto it. Rolled along for Fitch. Fitch trying to put it in the mix. It's claimed by Caitlin Parks.
You saw the mass amount of bodies for Sporting JAX sprinting back to defend that ball. Trizio did not take her first touch towards goal. She actually stopped it. Kenton doing a good job of slowing her down immediately before she could take a touch by her. Great job by Sporting JAX to get back in transition.
Pass slid forward there by Mernon. It's intercepted. Smith trying to just play a low one along. Hunt the one running onto it, but Bagley gets there first. There's perhaps time for one more chance. Cummings going to launch one upfield. That one just misses slightly, but it's going to run out of play for a throw, not a goal kick. DC will commit numbers forward in the press. Referee wants the throw to be taken. It is. Another throw is conceded. This one goes the way of DC Power. Julia Lester was cautioned for time wasting. Second player booked for Sporting JAX. They won't mind, though, if it sees them out to a victory. That's a bit of a late challenge. It's a free kick. Jumping in late was Jesse Hunt. Brings down Sydney Cummings. And it tees up a late set piece here.
Sydney Cummings has had a stellar match. She has been so strong at the back line and then found her way into some higher positions on the field to try to make some attacking opportunities for her team happen.
Alexis Theoret whips this one into the box. The header flicked away by Brown, out for a corner now. A lot of numbers in the box for DC Power. They take the corner quickly. It's with Fitch. She puts it into the mix. The header goes wide of frame. A goal kick here. All eyes are on Alexandra Billetter. And she signals for full time. Sporting JAX get a bit of revenge on the road. They win this one 1-0 and take all 3 points from the nation's capital.
This was really a tale of two halves. DC having all the momentum, firepower, and opportunities in that first 45. Sporting JAX comes out of the locker room with renewed energy. They were flying from the beginning, and then a little bit of magic from Kenton and Jade Pennick puts them over DC in this one. It really was Sporting JAX coming out in the second half and being a completely different team.
2 wins from 3 now for Sporting JAX. Jade Pennick the winner. This one, another goal against DC Power. It's the only one in the match. It's decisive. Sporting JAX win it 1-0. Full time from Audi Field, it finishes DC Power FC 0, Sporting JAX 1. Jack Edwards and Jade Barquette here with you in the broadcast booth. We're joined now with Caitlin Parks. Caitlin, congratulations for the first clean sheet of your professional career, as well as the club. Just what were your thoughts on that performance from the team?
Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, I think it's just a hard-fought battle. It wasn't necessarily always the cleanest soccer, but we were there, we had grit, and we fought for each battle, and I'm just glad we could get the dub.
Caitlin, the back line, so solid tonight. What's the relationship like between that core group?
I would say it's pretty close. Like, obviously, this is a new team, so it kind of took a little bit of us to just get chemistry and stuff. But I feel like now that we're a couple games into the season, we kind of just like know each other. We know our strengths, and we're able to kind of just feed off each other that way.
How do you guys want to take this momentum, this revenge game win, into the games coming up in the season?
I think it just goes to show that, like, when you go for every battle and you have grit and you fight to the last minute, like, anything can happen. We were a little bit disappointed the first time we met this team, so we kind of did have like a little chip on our shoulder going into this one, and we wanted to make it a physical one. And I think if we just take that momentum going forward, then we'll be great.
Caitlin, congrats on the milestone. Go celebrate with your teammates.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Caitlin Parks, the shutout performance in between the sticks. Sporting JAX take this one 1-0. Jack Edwards, Jade Barquette here to round out the broadcast with you. You mentioned in your final thoughts, Jade, it was a tale of two halves. We're seeing some chances in the first half, especially from Alexis Theoret, who was testing them early on.
Theoret just whipping shots in left and right at Caitlin Parks, who made some fantastic saves in that first half, really keeping her team in it. But DC really came out firing there in that first half.
And this was the closest we came to a first goal. It's an unbelievable shot here from Theoret.
Yeah, she really just takes this one again with her left foot. Georgia Brown there to clean it up. Caitlin Parks having to tip that one away, hit the crossbar, almost went in for a goal.
64th minute, it'd be a pass over the top, really clever here from Paige Kenton. Lets it run between her legs and squares it across for Jade Pennick, who makes it 1-0.
Just such a clever play by Kenton, and then Pennick to get in behind her defender there to tap that one in. Just gritty play, knowing what was on the line, knowing her team needed a goal. No one else Sporting JAX would rather have up there than Jade Pennick.
Our full-time stats from this one, DC out-shooting Sporting JAX 16-6. It finishes, though, 1-0. Jade, your final thoughts from this one?
It's all about execution. If they can put the ball in the back of the net, they will win games no matter about the shots or possession. DC 55% to Sporting JAX's none. Sporting JAX wanting to come into this game, getting that clean sheet, revenge game from the first time they played DC at home. They get a big win on the road.
Third win of the campaign for Sporting JAX. It's just the start of the Gainbridge Super League week. Sporting JAX are in action on Saturday at home against Tampa Bay. And DC are at home on Sunday against Spokane. It was a fun one from Audi Field. The one decisive goal from Jade Pennick decides things. My broadcast partner, Jade Barquette, our entire production crew, Jack Edwards, signing off from the nation's capital. Our full-time score, a bit of revenge for Sporting JAX. They finish 1-0 up over DC Power.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.